So today I'm going to talk about how to change the content of your heart. How to change the content of your heart. The Bible makes us to understand that the heart of a man is deceitful and it's desperately wicked. And it also tells us that out of the heart flows the issues of life. So our heart is very important to us. As you all know, it's very, very important. Whatever we put there, whatever we plant, everything is very important. What we hear, what we see, everything goes into our hearts. And those things can cause us either to be good or to be bad. Okay. But how do you change the content of your heart? How can you change what is inside your heart? How can you change the thoughts you have, the mind you have? How can you change all those things? That's what we are talking about today. And I think by the end of this video, you will know exactly what to do. Exactly what to do. Okay, exactly what to do. The first thing is that you have to surround yourself with God's presence. Surround yourself with God's presence. Surround yourself with God's presence. Because in the presence of God, you get to know things that will help you change your mind or will help you change your heart. Because God will teach you a lot of things. God will help you will set you free from a lot of thoughts that is preventing you from moving ahead or doing the things that you are supposed to do. Okay, so surround yourself with His presence. How do you do that? How do you do that? By reading your word, by praying, by fasting. Okay, God likes to be with someone who wants to communicate with that person, who wants to communicate with Him. And when that person is with Him, He doesn't waste those time. No, God doesn't waste time. God is not a waster, a time waster. No. So when you give God time, He will work something in your life. He will just change things in your life. And one of the things He will change is your heart. Because the Bible makes us to understand that God looks at the heart. He looks at the root of all the things you do. That's the heart. Okay. So that's the heart. He looks at your heart and it's very much concerned about what is inside. Because if what is inside is not something that pleases Him, what He wants to do is that He wants to change it. He wants to change it. He wants to change it. And you can do that by allowing Him to come and change. By allowing Him to come and change. Okay. So the second thing I'd like to talk about today, the second thing I'd like to talk about today is read books. Don't just read the Bible, read other books. Most books are revelations that God gave to people. So some of them were reading the Bible, some of them took either a verse in the Bible and wrote a book about it because God just took them on a journey and God was telling them how that verse will help them or how that verse will help people. You can read books on leadership, you can read books on communication, you can read books on spirituality, you can read books on a whole lot of things. But the thing is that you have to read books. Reading books changes your heart. It changes how you see things, how you see people, how you see your surrounding. In fact, reading books can help you find your purpose. It can help you see people and notice this how they lived and know how to overcome them. Because the thing we have to do in this world is that we have to learn from people's experience. And those experiences are mostly hidden in books. And those experiences can change our hearts. Those experiences can change how we think. Those experiences can change how we think and how we see people, how we see our environment, how we see the world. If in fact, see impossibility as possible. Books can help us. And above all those books is the Bible. As I said earlier, reading the Bible is very important because that's God's word. And God will open your eyes to see the wonderful things He has created or to see the wonderful people He has created and how to deal with them or how to work with them or how to love them, how to care about them, how not to hate them, how not to fight with them. These are all life issues that we can deal with if we start taking books serious. You've heard this maybe before, that if you want to hide something from a black man, you hide it in a book. This is because many black people or Africans per se don't like reading. And I know that is changing soon. That is changing soon. Many people don't like reading because they think that reading is just time wasting, or reading is not entertaining. Reading is not supposed to entertain you, it's supposed to teach you. Yeah, there are some books that can entertain you, but you have to read books that teaches you, that help you know which step you have to take in life, where to go, how to solve problems. All these things are very important. And that's why reading books are very crucial. In fact, school has taught us a lot about reading, but it's just that mostly we read for exams. But that shouldn't be the case. We have to read to solve problems. We have to read to help ourselves. Okay, so that's the second thing. So the first thing, you have to surround yourself with God's presence. The second thing is that you have to read books. You have to read books. Okay, so let's go to the third thing. The third thing is mind your friends. Know the friends you have, because your friends can change your heart. They can change how you think, they can change your thoughts. Your friends can make you think about things that you never thought you would have thought about. And this is, you have to think about them. If around you you have so many kinds of friends that are not good, that will not teach you anything meaningful, or that are there to just distract you, just separate yourself from them. Separate yourself from them. Separate yourself from them. Because if these friends are around you, they'll just destroy you. They'll destroy your life. Most of the time, people get destroyed because of the friends around them. Most people who are addicted to drugs mostly became addicted to drugs because of their friends. People who are engaged in a whole lot of things did that because of their friends, their groups, their friendship. And that's, the people around you matters a lot, a lot. They can influence you. They can easily influence you. And you have to know those kinds of friends so that you separate yourself. The Bible says iron sharpens iron. Iron sharpens iron. So the countenance of a friend, I've forgotten the rest, but your friend can shape you. So just look for good ones that will make you pursue your vision or pursue your dream. Good ones that will lead you to do the things that God has called you to do. Good ones that will help you grow spiritually, that will help you grow academically, that will help you grow mentally. Those people are good friends. Good friends. So have those kinds of people around you. If your friends are bad, just leave them. And I like this saying that Apostle Joshua Selman has been saying. He says that if you have five wise friends around you, if you have five wise friends, it's not just five wise friends, it's six wise friends, because you are the sixth person. If you have five wicked friends, you are the sixth wicked person. Okay, so your friends, in fact, your friends define you. If you want to know someone very well, just look at the friends that person has been working with. Look at the people that person has been working with. Those people describe almost exactly how that person is. If you see, you just look around. If you see someone, all of a sudden this person starts working with people who are addicted to styles, who are addicted to drugs, that person starts to look like them, starts to behave like them. That person's mindset starts to be like them. Okay, so our heart is very important. And that's, remember, our heart is our mind. It says, out of the heart flows the issues of life. And it says, the heart of a man is desperately wicked. That's, the Bible is talking about the mind. So anytime you hear of the heart in the Bible, don't place your hand on your chest. I think I was doing that, but don't place your hand on your chest. Place your hand on your head, because that's where the issue is. That's where the problem is. Your problems are a result of what is in this head, your head. Okay, so let's take note of the friends we have. They make us or break us, they build us or destroy us. Those people are very important. And the next thing I'd like to talk about, I think we talked about the presence of God, we talked about reading books, and we've talked about your friends or the people around you. The fourth and the last thing is your environment. Even though this is linked to your friends, but I'm separating them because sometimes you may not be relating with these people, but as long as you are in that environment, you find yourself being just like them. Okay, I'm sure around your place there are places where people or your parents or someone tells you not to go because they know that when you go there, you start to behave just like them. You start to think just like them. You start to act just like them. And that is something that we have to think about. Okay. Your environment matters. Sometimes you may be in a building without knowing anybody in that building. But because you are in that environment with them, you will start to behave like them. You start to act like them. Okay. You start to act like them. And that is something you have to take note of. Okay, your environment matters, your friends matters, the books you read matters, the presence of God matters. All these four things I've spoken about, they can help you change your heart, change the condition of your heart, change the mind of your heart or your mind. Okay, or the content of your heart, the content of your heart. I know if you've gotten to this place, you're watching this video because you may be in a state that you think I need to just change my heart. Or I'm thinking about a lot of bad things that is destroying my mindset or that is destroying the relationship I have with people. So you just clicked on this video to know. And whatever I've shared today, I know it has helped you. It has helped you. Okay. So thank you very much for watching this video. As time goes on, I'll be sharing a lot more about this on my channel. So make sure you subscribe, you like, and you leave a comment as well. Okay. So thank you very much for watching this video. See you in the next video. Bye bye.